How to cope with 0 viewers on Twitch. You shouldn't. You should try and get at least 1 person. Nah, I'm joking. We're gonna try to get more viewers for sure, if you want to, but not everybody has the aspiration to get more viewers, I guess. So if you're one of the people that doesn't want any viewers, that's also alright. If you want to grow, I do have some tips for you. A difficult part about having 0 viewers is constantly thinking like, why am I saying this? I'm talking to myself. What does it even matter? You need to stop doing that. If you are very, very distracted by the fact that 0 people are watching right now, turn off your view count, just don't look at it. And yeah, you will assume nobody is watching the whole time, but try and assume there could be somebody watching at every moment. You're talking to one person, maybe your best friend. Think about somebody you're comfortable talking to, somebody you're comfortable being with, and think about talking to them constantly. If there's nobody there, they're there. They will always be there. They can even be an imaginary friend if that's your thing. Hey, I don't judge, but try and think of somebody that could constantly be there, at least in your head. Twitch viewership doesn't update super real time. I've seen it be on 0 when I was in the stream, and well, I was there, so yeah, it can't be on 0. And obviously, if I go away out of a stream, I can't see if, you know, we got 1 viewer less in that stream. However, sometimes I watch something together with my friends on my phone, so we're like together in the living room having a stream on the TV and we're all like on our phone typing with the stream. If I leave, I don't see it immediately go down on other people's phones as well, or see it go down on the TV. So it's not super accurate. So if you see 0 viewers, there might be somebody there. If you see 1 viewer, there might not be somebody there. So keep that in mind, that there could be somebody there even though it says 0. Not everybody likes to talk, so some people are just watching you on a second screen or just having you up on the TV when they're cooking or anything else. They do actually watch your stream, they appreciate the content, but they're not actively typing. So if there's nobody in your chat, it doesn't mean that nobody's enjoying your stream. I think we also need to make sure that you disconnect the fact of not having many viewers with self-worth, because it's really easy to actually see like, oh, you know, this person has a lot of views and I don't, and that means that this person is having a lot more friends, or is just a better person. Don't connect your self-worth to your viewers, because some people get lucky or just got rated, or there can be so many different ways that they're gonna get more views than that you do. They don't have to be a nicer person or a better person in any way. I can't give you personal advice on your stream precisely because I can't see what you're doing. I'm just talking to a camera right now. However, there's some things multiple people do wrong. One of them being like, if you're gonna go stream and you're not streaming on the schedule and you haven't promoted yourself anywhere, how is anybody gonna find you? People are gonna scroll through the list of Twitch streams forever? No. Most people are just gonna go to their follower list and click on somebody they already follow. If nobody's playing the game that they want to see, they might go into the discovery page, click on the game, and click somebody. However, if you're not one of the top 3-4 rows, they're probably not going to be bothered to scroll all the way to your stream. What this means is that people can't find you. Ways to go around this is to promote yourself on different platforms. I'm not saying that you need to be on every platform, but choose 1 or 2 platforms and at least start to get yourself familiarized with it. Start reacting on other people, because that's already building connections and it's already promoting yourself if other people get to know who you are. Because now nobody knows who you are, right? Sometimes it will work if you don't have a schedule. People will just come in. If you stream a ton lot, people don't care about the schedule, because if they turn on Twitch, you might be online anyway. However, for some people, if you stream shorter amounts of time, especially if you only stream for 1 or 2 hours, if they find that you're live, you might already be at the end of your stream. So if you have a schedule, you can normalize things for people. People are probably not going to remember your schedule out of their head, but what they do remember is, hey, they're always live before soccer practice, or hey, they're always live after dinner. And then you get them to watch you in a routine. They always watch you every Friday after dinner, for example, because then they know you will be there. So I think that's the most important thing about a schedule, is that they starting to build routines around your stream, and this is gonna get you from 0 views to 1 views, because, you know, you need multiple people to keep that 1 view up. Some people watch your whole stream, but most people just watch for an hour, or maybe if you're lucky 2 hours. Some people even just watch 10 minutes. And if you want 1 viewer the whole time and you stream for 3 hours, you're gonna need at least 3 people to fill that up. I think it's a common misconception that if you have a 1 viewer average, that's just 1 person, but that's probably more than 1 person there, because that person isn't watching the whole stream through. You can have a 10 viewer average and have like 300 people that have viewed your stream. Another thing that's important is look at which games or what you do in stream. Are there a lot of people doing this that are also having 0 views? Because if that's the case, it's been proven that it's hard to grow in. If there's a lot of people doing it, but there's not that many people with 0 views in that category, it is proven to be easier to get views in that category. Ways to test this for yourself is also just to try and stream some things, see what results you get. So don't try and stream the one game the whole time if you don't get results, but try a couple of different things and see what works for you. Like the first couple of months are really just experimental, if you ask me. Try a lot of things out and find what works, because streaming isn't science and things might work for you, other things might not work for you. If I go into my creator dashboard and I'll go to my analytics research, it'll basically tell me like, hey, I've been playing Stardew Valley. What times are the best times to like play this game? So if you can schedule around this. I would definitely recommend putting yourself first. So things that make you feel comfortable, and having a comfortable schedule is way more important, if you ask me, because then you can stay consistent. So basically we can see, hey, this game, when is that best to stream? But if we're going to go to overview here and we scroll down a little bit, it's going to tell you like, hey, you streamed this game, but maybe these other games are also games that your audience will like. These are basically suggestions from Twitch that they will think that will grow you. You can see the average channels that are playing it and the average viewer ratio. And then underneath, you will see the average position you will be in. The average position is really, really important, because if you just click on one of the categories and we see people in here, right? Right now, it's sort of recommended for you. I can't really change what is going to be recommended for me. So I'm going to set this to viewer high to low, because high to low is always going to be the same for every person. Now, what we see here is if you have 30 viewers, you're going to be right here in this spot. If you have 50 viewers, you're going to be here in this spot. But if you have 0 or 1 viewer, we're going to need to scroll down. So for this, here's people with 1 view. You don't know if you're going to be up there or like at the bottom, but if you have 0 views, you're going to be here. You can see that I need to scroll quite a bit, but still doable in this category. I would say the first 2 rows are the best. So position 1 to 10 are the top positions. 11 to 20 are pretty good too. So if this says estimate position between 1 to 10, it's amazing. If it says between 11 and 20, it's pretty good still. So try and find a category where you are at least in the top 20. Or if you have 0 viewers, you might be a little bit lower, but try to find categories in here that will have you on a high position. High position, because then you have searchability. What you can also do is you can also focus on one game and stream this one game that you really, really like and know a lot about. But then if you go for that strategy, you're going to make content on other platforms about this game, specifically about this game, on YouTube, on TikTok. Those are, I think, the best ones to grow if you want to like grow in one game, and make tips videos like how to find this weapon, how to find the secret things, which is the best weapon, top 10 locations nobody finds. What else can you, like, there's so many things you can think about a game that people might want to know. Make videos about those, because then you're getting known for this specific game, and then people will come to you anyway. You're gonna get viewers, and that bumps you up in the category. So if I would make videos about Stardew Valley, saying like how to get the community center in year 1, how to marry Sam, these are things in Stardew Valley you can do. Normally I would get 10 viewers, I will be like around here, but because people are coming in from those videos, I will have 15 viewers, for example, and I will be up here. You can see the scroll time is a little bit less. This means that people can find you a lot more easily that way. So you can basically go around 2 things, trying to find games that really work and give you discoverability, or focus on one game that you're gonna push so much content about that people are gonna find you if they want to find things about this game. Most people actually give up within 3 months of beginning to stream because it's so hard to grow. You're not alone. If you are a Twitch affiliate, you're already in the top 15% of people. So if you're trying to push for that, know that you're already left 85% of the people behind if you reach that goal. This is how huge this goal is. Even though people are telling you, oh, it's so simple to get 3 people. Yeah, I mean, it is. If you do have 50 people that want to follow you, and if you do already know 5 friends that constantly let your stream be on, then yeah, it's easy to get it. If you have nobody, like when I started, I didn't have any friends that liked gaming or didn't know about Twitch. I had to find strangers. I needed to find 50 strangers and people to fill that 3 viewer average. strangers to do that. And it's so much more difficult if you need to find these strangers, because getting strangers to like you is a whole lot different level than having your friends that already like you do you a favor. I also feel like if you get strangers in to watch you, they're gonna like your content a lot more because they came there because they like your content and not because they already like you and are just doing you a favor. I can make this video really long, I can tell like 20,000 things about this, but I feel like this video is long enough by now. I don't like to make the videos super long because I feel like people just have a short amount of time they want to watch your videos nowadays. I do have a whole playlist right here with more Twitch tips, so go watch that if you want to see more. I do also have a video right here on how Twitch works, so there's basically videos about how you can make somebody moderator and stuff like that. And here you can subscribe, and here you can subscribe to my gameplay channel where I just do some fun things that I like, because that's my ambition. I like to do that. I'll see you there.